Hi guys and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Guys, every like, every subscribe helps me to continue doing all this research so you don't have to. Thank you. I came back last Sunday from Costa Rica. I won't talk about all the amazing experiences I had, not even about the hot water springs. I'm not gonna talk about the volcano hiking. I'm not gonna talk about the beautiful beaches or the amazing food and cocktails that I had. I'm not even gonna talk about the nice teeth cleaning job I got in Costa Rica for dirt cheap. If you're thinking about traveling, and you think it's too much, just think that you can combine that with a dental service and you will make your money back just from saving that money and not paying your US-based dentist. So just a food for thought. I know that most of you guys are here for credit card reviews. So here's the deal. When I went to Costa Rica, I went with a great idea about how I'm gonna use my credit cards. And I thought I would use my Ink Preferred by Chase. I believe that Chase points are probably the best, at least for my use case scenario. But I realized that the credit card I used the most was the Citi Premier. And this is because I got 3x on everything. It's such a no-brainer. Sometimes we like to talk about which credit card has what, but you can only get so many credit cards when you go on an international trip, and you want your brain to be occupied with other things, with your experiences, not what credit card you're gonna use. And the Citi Premier offers these ease factor. To my surprise, the second most used credit card in this trip was my American Express Platinum. And I'm not taking anything from the last video that I said, but it just so happened that this time I used my Platinum much more than any other time. Not only I booked my car, hotels on the Platinum, and I got some really nice points, but on this trip I had a family of 4 with me. I had the cousin and his wife and my sister and her husband. So on the way back, they had suitcases that they had to take with them, carry-ons. We got the cheapest flights we could get for them. They were coming all the way from Greece to Costa Rica, and now they're here with me in the Washington, D.C. area, which is why I'm shooting this video not in the normal place, but in the living room, because everything is a mess. The family is here. As you can imagine, everything is occupied. So yeah, but this is the situation. We got the cheapest flights for them that did not include their suitcases, not even their carry-ons. It made a big difference in the ticket price, but that meant that they had to pay their luggages. And that's the first time I used my $200 flight credit. So I used the whole $200 credit for them as a gift. So yeah, that was amazing. I did use that credit finally. But on top of that, the annual fee hit. And it was $695, as you might be aware by now. So at that point, I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to what I said to the previous video. I'm gonna call and cancel. And I did call, and they did try to make me stay. And I said, no, it doesn't make sense. I want to cancel. And then they threw the retention offer to me, which was 40,000 points after spending $3,000 in 3 months. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, last year I didn't use my credit as I was hoping, but I did have the sign-up bonus, so it did make sense. This year, I already used the $200 flight credit, and I'm getting 40,000 points, which means at the very minimum, this is $600 already, and I just started the year. So I'm thinking, yeah, $600 out of $695 are basically covered for this year. And that doesn't even include the Saks Fifth that I like to use. Doesn't include the Uber credits, and I did use Uber this time to come from the airport. So yeah, it came handy. Yeah, basically, I am keeping my platinum for one more year, and that's under review. I said before that my relationship with my platinum is complicated. I didn't trash it at any moment, and it's still complicated. If it wasn't for this retention offer that I think makes sense for me, especially because I'm in the late game. I have so many credit cards at this point. There's not many that I would be interested in, and because I'm planning to buy a house later this year, hopefully, I don't want to open any more credit cards unless it's something really extraordinary. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I think I did the best thing by keeping this credit card. I'm gonna get 40,000 points. I already used $200 of credit, plus I know I'm gonna use all the Uber credit. So I am coming ahead easily this year as well. And hopefully, I mean, by next year, I will have a better use case for my platinum. I said before that this year I was expecting my platinum to be like a 4% credit card. But I see that now that I got this retention offer and I did use the credit, the flight credit, it would be much higher. So that makes me very happy. The last thing I need to do this year is to change my Chasing Preferred to the Sapphire Preferred, and then I'll be covered. I'll have all my bases covered. I got many sweet points on this trip. I was also paying for the family, and they were giving me the money in cash, so I got to take the benefit of getting all the points. But also that's because I knew exactly what to book, where, and it was just an easier purchase for me. I didn't do it for points reasons. Yeah, so the family is still here. We will be in New York end of this week, Friday night, and they are leaving Sunday afternoon. And I'm trying to show them everything I can while working at the same time, so it's not easy. But yeah, that's it. That's why you didn't see a video last week, but I didn't want to leave you without anything this week. This is like an update, and then secondary as a credit card video. But yeah, the platinum stays. It made it another year, and surprisingly, I'm happy for it. But let me know what you guys think. How do you like your platinum? How do you like your Citi Premier? How do you like your Ink Preferred or the Sapphire Preferred? And what do you use when you travel internationally? I specifically want to know, how many times are you going on a lounge when you fly? This was my main thing, my main topic when I was talking to American Express. I said, I only used it twice in Costa Rica, and I've traveled in many other places, especially this year, and I wasn't able to. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, ciao.